Alright, so if you guys see the thumbnail, you guys see that there's a little bit of a problem facing the Deadlock community right now that just a lot of people aren't aware of. Currently, there is a pedophile within our scene who is bringing hundreds of thousands of views, covering Deadlock content, CSGO content, Half-Life content, and a lot of you guys might not be in the know. If you guys have been watching a lot of Deadlock content or just want to keep up with Half-Life leaks and stuff, you might have heard about this creator named WaterCS2. WaterCS2 is actually an old Apex player who transitioned over from Apex Legends to Counter-Strike. The reason being is because he got outed for being a DDoSer, a pedophile, and generally just a really shitty person to be around. This dude has been hopping around from fucking community to community for ages, and he wants to try to settle in our community, and it's working right now because a lot of people just aren't in the know about this dude's weird past. For those not really up to date with the Apex Legends community, which I'm not, there's this great video by Otter going over a lot of the weird history and the dude's past in regards to his weird actions and some of the accusations going against him. Stuff has only gotten worse over time though, as Water has attempted to alleviate and downplay a lot of his involvement with, say, DMing a 15-year-old and trying to get nudes out of them. Water has really attempted to recontextualize the situation involving him DMing a 15-year-old, trying to say, oh, well, I didn't know they were 15, and so I backed off after that. But this dude's a bit of a fucking idiot, and we could see in the DM logs that he actually DM'd the 15-year-old that he would wait for when they were 18.
This should be no surprise, but I run multiple channels on YouTube. This isn't my main channel or my second, but to others that may not be known. It was never a hidden fact, but some may have thought it was. Before I even started this channel, I actually reached out to a few CS YouTubers in private DMs to let them know I was going to start making videos about Counter-Strike. A reason I don't cross-promote channels, although running multiple, is simply because someone who watches a CS2 video probably isn't interested in AI simulation tests and vice versa. Now, what's brought up is controversy and—
See, that isn't what a lot of people need to know about with you. What they do need to know about is you being a bit of a fucking pedophile, and you trying to jump ship from one community because that community absolutely hated you, and the fact that you were constantly DDoSing the servers so you could go up in rank and trying to constantly just start shit with people, trying to like coach others and stuff. It's just, you're an extremely toxic person and you shouldn't be in the scene at all.
Decided to start one fresh as the audience didn't quite match. Seeing as the videos at this point were privated from the channel and I was no longer interested in Apex anymore, I just deleted it all.
Man, I wonder why you lost interest in Apex. Could it be possibly that the entire community absolutely hated you and you were constantly getting added for DDoSing people, being a pedophile, being a fucking weirdo, just being an asshole, just being a piece of shit? Man, I really wonder.
Altogether. This was only a few months ago, around May 2023, years later after said controversy. Now, for the controversy with the channel, a lot of it is completely misrepresented. It's very easy to just whip out all these claims without even asking me about the situation or covering it fully. 3 years ago when I was 18, I was talking to this girl online. I'm sure that point was never mentioned, but after a week of us talking, I asked for her age and she told me 18. A week later, for some reason, school was mentioned. I asked for her age again, and at this time, she told me 15. At this point, I immediately cut everything off as I didn't feel comfortable talking to her.
Obviously, you didn't cut her off, though, because we could see right here that you didn't want to be her friend until she turned 18, right? Right? So, apparently, you guys were sharing messages and images with each other, which, who knows what those who knows if you kept those images or not, fucking weirdo. And now you put yourself in a position where after someone has lied to you about their age, you're okay with talking to them later when they become an adult so you could fuck around and get like a free bunch of pictures and like be a bit of a fucking gooner with them? Like, that's just disgusting. You're a disgusting human being.
I had to spam messages and calls for weeks across various social medias from her. I just kept ignoring it until an exposing post came out of nowhere months later. I obviously showed my side and cleared it up as I got lied to the entire time and didn't actually know her real age. I showed all the messages etc. on February 2021, but of course I wouldn't get mentioned and conveniently gets left out when trying to expose me because that won't fit the right narrative.
Yeah, this is the same shit that a lot of people that... See, this is the same shit a lot of these fucking weirdos online like to take, where they're like, oh, this doesn't fit the narrative of the media, oh, they're all just out to get me. No, dude, you're just being a fucking pedophile and people don't fuck with that shit. This is the same shit Dr. Disrespect did when he came back to YouTube, where he tried to come back and be like, oh, the media is trying to paint a different narrative. I didn't actually groom that girl. I didn't meet up with her. I was just planning on meeting up with her. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, did you guys even check the legal definition of an adult in her state? Like, that kind of shit. Water, you're just a disgusting human being, and legitimately, I think this community deserves a lot better. I think this community did a really good job with handling people like Dr. Disrespect trying to get into the game by leaving games with him so that he can't get games and was having a horrible time with them, and I think we should do the same thing with Water CS2. We should be allowing this kind of behavior to continue within our scene, and we shouldn't be allowing fucking weirdos like this into just the Deadlock YouTube community. I just wanted to get this off my chest because this dude's a fucking weirdo, and I just don't fuck with predators like this. Legitimately, if you guys are subscribed to this dude and didn't know about this, I would highly recommend just unsubscribing. This dude's a fucking disgusting weirdo and legitimately shouldn't be in our scene. But for now, that's about it. Fuck this dude, and I hope to see you guys next time. See ya!